Hello my friends, today I am going to review the Smith & Wesson Model 1006. First, let me share with you some things about the gun. This is the Smith & Wesson Model 1006, which was released to the market in 1990, but was discontinued in 1995. It is very similar to a 1911, but is double action, single action, and does not have a grip safety. It also has a magazine disconnect, which makes it inoperable without a magazine inserted. This pistol was designed primarily as a duty pistol for law enforcement and military use. It is a hammer-fired pistol with a 5-inch barrel, an overall length of 8.5 inches, weighs 29.3 ounces, has a 6-pound trigger pull, and a magazine capacity of 9 rounds. It comes with a fixed front sight and a drift-adjustable rear sight. This pistol is available on the used market, usually anywhere from $1,100 to $1,800. This is the lightest weight, all-steel, hammer-fired pistol in my collection. Now that I've shared a little bit more about this gun, I'm going to share with you the 5 things I love and the 5 things I hate about this pistol. Let's get started. The first thing I like about this pistol is that this is one of the very first 10mm pistols ever made. And therefore, it's actually considered a collectible. Just FYI, the very first 10mm pistol ever made was called the Bren 10. And the Bren 10 was made in 1983. 4 years later, in 1987, Colt came out with their Delta Elite in 10mm. Then in 1990, Smith & Wesson came out with the Model 1006, which was a series of models. Around the same time, they also came out with the 1026, 1046, 1066, and 1076. And the 1076 was actually used by the FBI for a very brief period of time. The second thing I love about this pistol is that it has adjustable sights. So you've got elevation right there, that screw does elevation, and that screw right there does your windage. I like that you can adjust the sight on this pistol. It makes it so that you can be accurate with it. That's good. The third thing I love about this pistol is it's got a magazine disconnect safety. So if the magazine is out, you pull the trigger, nothing's gonna happen. And it doesn't matter if there's a round in the chamber. This gun is inoperable. So like if the police were carrying this and they got in a scuffle with a bad guy, if the bad guy grabbed the gun, all the officer would have to do is push the button and the bad guy would not be able to use this gun. Might be able to pistol whip the cop with it or whoever, but the cop's not gonna get shot. So even though that type of safety has been around for well over 100 years, I think it's rather clever. So I like that. The fourth thing I like about this pistol is it's got a 9-round magazine. So yeah, it's only a single stack magazine, but it holds one more than most 1911 pistols. So any more ammunition you can get in your magazine, the better. I'd like it even better if it was a double stack magazine and held more like 15 rounds. That would be cool, but 9 rounds is better than 8, so I like that. The fifth thing I love about this pistol is that it's a 10mm. It's hard for me to come up with 5 things I like about this. It is a good gun. There's just not a lot of things I like about it. So here's the 5 things. It's 10mm, powerful round. It can be used to stop bears and human threats. So very versatile round. I like it. Only downside to 10mm is it's twice as expensive as 9mm. Some people think it kicks harder. I don't. So those are the 5 things I love about this pistol. Now, let me share with you the 5 things I hate. So the first thing I hate about this pistol is that it has a decocker. So you can't carry this pistol cocked and locked. As soon as you put on the safety, boom, it drops the hammer into half cock mode. I don't like that because that means as soon as I flip the safety off, I've got a double action trigger, which I'm not very accurate with. If all I needed to do was take off the safety and it was in full cock mode, I would just have that very gentle single action trigger. This isn't that great of a single action trigger, but you know, I would have a single action trigger. People are generally more accurate when shooting single action. I used to prefer double action, single action. Now I just prefer single action only without a decocker, all that jazz. It just seems to work better for me. The second thing I don't like about this pistol is that it is a double action, single action pistol. You got your double action, cock, single action. Anytime I shoot this gun, I want to be as accurate with it as possible. If I have to shoot it in double action mode, I'm shooting it in a way in which I'm not as accurate. So if it's single action only, I'd have a very consistent trigger pull, same trigger pull, very light trigger pull every time. I could be very accurate, and that's very important to me. The third thing I don't like about this is disassembly and reassembly. It's not that great. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's not that great. There's some guns that are just really easy to disassemble and reassemble. This is not one of them. Basically, to disassemble, you put the slide right there, that notch, put it right over that part. You pop that out like that. So far, not very bad. Pull this bad boy out. Okay, now let's take the magazine out. Here's where I have problems, is that for one, when that spring comes out, it's a little bit hard to get back into position. There's other springs that are much easier. But here, we slide it back, and then do you notice that? That little part right there runs into there. I'm like, how do you get that on? And then turns out you got to push it down, and then you run up against another one right there. I don't know if you can see it, but that one, you got to put that one down too. So you got two little things you got to put down, and then another one, a third one. See, struggling here. Boom. There we go. So now it's back on. Now basically this is the reverse. I gotta put that right there. Put that in. Snap it in all the way. Drop it back. And then if I put this in. So the fourth thing I hate about this pistol is this stupid plastic grip. These are some of the cheapest plastic grips I've ever felt on any gun. They're even cheaper feeling than the Glock grips. So pretty pathetic. It'd be nice if they were something else, anything but this. So the fifth thing I hate about this pistol is that I have had some feeding issues with it. I'm pretty sure that a gunsmith could take care of that for me. And I don't know, maybe if I had different ammo, maybe it'd work better. But my Dan Wesson guns never have any feeding issues at all with them ever. Absolutely not a single one. I feel like it sets the bar pretty high for me when it comes to gun quality. So when I do end up with a gun that's got a feeding issue once in a while, it's a little bit disappointing. Before we head out to the gun range, if you like this video so far, please click that like button. And if you value the Second Amendment, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, I got a whole bunch of other gun videos on this channel. I'm doing a whole series on 10mm, so stay tuned for that. I've already done a few, and we'll be doing a lot more over the next year. Hopefully, eventually at some point, I'll get all the 10mm pistols ever made reviewed. That'll be an awesome accomplishment once I get that done. And also, before we go to the range, I'd like to share with you a product that has literally worked miracles for me. I've been lifting quite a bit most of my life, and I always seem to hit this plateau of about 220 pounds on the bench press. And I ended up making a friend at the gym who's a doctor of Chinese medicine. You know, over the years, he came up with this formula for a pre-workout that literally blows you past all your plateaus. It's approved for the NFL. Navy SEALs operators use it. Check it out. I'm gonna have the link in the description. You go there, use the code Cult of Arms, and you'll get 25% off this product. While taking this product, I've been able to blow through all of my plateaus, and I ended up getting a max bench of 455 pounds. I would never be able to do this without the world's greatest pre-workout. I'm not even a serious weightlifter. I'm just a casual weightlifter taking this pre-workout. And over the years, like I said, I've been able to blow past my plateaus and get phenomenal results. Like I said, 450-pound bench press. I can do 10 curls of 135 pounds, which blows me away. I didn't know that that was even possible. If you lift weights at all, you need to try this product. It's gonna up your game significantly. Give it a shot, try it for a month, see how you do. It's cool being able to lift more than anybody else in the gym. If you're stuck in a plateau and you can't make any more gains, or if you just wanna increase the rate at which you make gains, give this pre-workout a try. Company's KlērPäth, the product is muscle. You'll get 25% off if you use the discount code Cult of Arms. All one word. I'll put it down in the description so you can see it there. Check it out, buy it. If you use it as directed, you're gonna fall in love. Let's head out to the range now and shoot this bad boy. Okay, my friends, we're out at the range with the Smith & Wesson 1006. We got a few random targets set up. We're gonna shoot from about 25 feet away. Let's give it a go. don't think this is very accurate. At least I don't shoot very accurate with it. I'm gonna put up some different targets and we'll see how well we do with those. So far, I'm not too impressed with how this shoots. Since I'm struggling with accuracy, I think I'm gonna move up to about 15 to 20 feet and see if I can do any better. Wish me luck. Well, I literally had to move up to 10 feet to be able to hit the targets. Usually more accurate with pistols than I am with this. I think the main problem is that I haven't really sighted it in, and who knows when the last time this was sighted in. I'm not going to say that it's an inaccurate pistol. I'm going to say that it just hasn't been sighted in, and I guess I should have done that first. In terms of shooting it, I really don't like the long trigger pull on the double action. Single action is better, but it's not as good as single action only pistols. Anyway, there you go. Okay, I got the metal target set up. We're going to be shooting from 10 feet. Let's get started. Wish me luck. Well, I got them all. Did miss a couple times, but you know, my overall assessment of this pistol is probably a great pistol for its time. I think there might be a reason that Smith & Wesson never brought back the 1006. This is a fun gun to own, but I would never use it as an EDC or for self-defense unless it's the only thing I had on me. Not that it's a bad gun, it's just that I think that the modern guns are a lot better than this one, pretty much in every way. Not that this is a bad gun, it's not. This was a phenomenal gun for its time. Guns have just gotten so much better. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. If you value the Second Amendment and or love 10mm pistols, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. For the next year, I'll primarily be doing reviews on 10mm pistols since I got a whole bunch of them. Eventually, I want to review every single 10mm pistol on the market. Pretty sure I can do that eventually, but go ahead and check out my other videos. I got a whole ton of other videos on this channel that you'll like. Go ahead and check them out. I'd appreciate that. I love you very much, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.